The author Donald Scott is thrilled to introduce his new Brookline Casemate book, The Montiers, From Enslavement to Paul Robeson and Beyond, about some of the most distinguished African Americans in United States history who helped to create and sustain the American Republic from pre-colonial to contemporary times. This is their incredible multi-generational story. Cremona, as depicted in this AI image, had been enslaved by the Morrey family, including Richard and his father Humphrey, the first mayor of Philadelphia during the 17th century. However, an extraordinary decision was on the horizon. Cremona and ultimately the 4 to 5 children she had with Richard were granted freedom, considering the possibility that Cremona may have requested and/or negotiated their emancipation. This rare act of emancipation occurred in a time when slavery was deeply entrenched in the colonies, although Richard married 2 European-descended women during his lifetime, one well before the start of his relationship with Cremona, and then another about the time or shortly after he broke up with Cremona, according to various sources. Richard also had children by way of at least one of those other marriages. But near the end of the 1736 to 1746 decade that Richard spent with Cremona and had children with her, he made an extraordinary decision, perhaps influenced by his family's Quaker background, as that religious group led by the likes of abolitionist Benjamin Lay, seen here, increasingly supported the abolition of slavery. That's despite questions about the degree to which true love was possible between an enslaved or formerly enslaved woman and her so-called master or employer. Nevertheless, Richard gave Cremona a significant amount of land, nearly 200 acres, perhaps due to the encouragement and astute negotiations of Cremona and/or his deep love for her, in what became known as the Guineatown and the Edge Hill community of Cheltenham Township's Glenside neighborhood, outside of Philadelphia. Cremona's daughter, also named Cremona, would marry and have several children with John Montier, an African-descended man from the Caribbean who was likely formerly enslaved. As the Montier family grew in a home that they built, so did their influence. Their land became a haven for other free black families seeking refuge from the harsh realities of slavery, including Cyrus Bustill, who would marry Elizabeth, a sister of the younger Cremona. This community, known as Guineatown, became a beacon of hope and a testament to black self-sufficiency. Located near Philadelphia, Guineatown thrived as a vibrant hub of black life and culture. The residents of Guineatown established farms and enterprises there, as well as ultimately schools, businesses, and places of worship throughout the Philadelphia region and beyond. They created a strong sense of community and mutual support. Guineatown became a center of abolitionist activity, with many residents actively working to end slavery. The community's commitment to education, economic empowerment, and social justice would have a lasting impact on future generations of Montiers, such as the Pickens family, some eventually settling in a historic African-American beach community in Sag Harbor, New York. The Montier family tree is filled with remarkable individuals who made significant contributions to American society, including the Pickens, Brown, Bustill, Miller, Robeson, and of course Montier families, featuring the likes of the married couple, Hiram Charles Montier and Elizabeth Brown Montier, who are featured in these rare 1841 oil paintings of middle-class blacks shown at the Philadelphia Museum of Art. Cyrus Bustill, who married Richard and Cremona's daughter Elizabeth, was a successful baker who supplied bread to the Continental Army during the Revolutionary War. He was also an ardent abolitionist who used his position to advocate for the rights of black people. David Bustill Bowser, another descendant, was a renowned artist and activist who designed flags for the 11 regiments of Camp William Penn, the first and largest federal facility to train black soldiers during the Civil War. He is best known for those vibrant flag depictions for African-American regiments during the war. His artwork helped to change public perception of black soldiers and their contributions to the Union cause, including more than a dozen Montier-associated family members. Paul Robeson, a world-renowned singer, actor, and activist, and here in the Shakespeare play Othello, was also a descendant of the union between Cremona and Richard Morrey. His formerly enslaved father, William Drew Robeson, shown at the right of his son Paul, likely served starting in 1864 in the 45th USCT that was organized at Camp William Penn. Paul Robeson used his platform to speak out against racism and injustice both in the United States and abroad. His powerful voice and unwavering commitment to equality made him an icon of the civil rights movement. William Pickens Sr., a prominent civil rights leader and diplomat, was another notable figure. His grandson, William Pickens III, would become enthralled about his family's familial and other ties to the Montiers, Bustills and Robesons. William Sr. served as a field secretary for the NAACP and played a key role in the organization's early growth and development. Pickens dedicated his life to fighting for racial equality and social justice, a battle that his descendant Harriet Pickens, pictured in the foreground, would join as one of the Navy's first two African-American waves with Francis Wills. The legacy of the Montier family extends far beyond the accomplishments of any one individual, but certainly includes the late and direct descendant William Pickens III, a retired corporate executive, activist, veteran, family historian and patriarch seen here with his wife Patricia near their home in a historic black community of Sag Harbor, New York. Their story is a testament to the enduring power of family, community, and the pursuit of a more just and equitable society, including the Montiers' extended family member, the pioneering Philadelphia physicians, Dr. Nathan Mossel, pictured at the far right among his family and who married the noted journalist Gertrude Hicks Bustill, shown in the solo portrait as a direct descendant of Cremona and Richard Morrey. The values of resilience, determination, and social responsibility that were instilled in the Montier generations ago continue to resonate today. From their noble African roots and lives as enslaved people because of the transatlantic slave trade, to their remarkable achievements in various fields, the Montiers have left an indelible mark on American history. Their story is a reminder that even in the face of adversity, the human spirit can triumph. The Montiers' legacy serves as an inspiration to us all to strive for a better future, one where equality, justice, and opportunity are available to all. Thank you so much for viewing this presentation, as well as note these credits and acknowledgments for this film and book that can be purchased online by way of Brookline Publishing, Amazon, Barnes & Noble, and other booksellers.